All right. Well,
Oh, I forgot to do a Facebook Live this morning.
setting up your meeting for Facebook Live. Setting up your meeting for Facebook Live.
You can
Done.
get me on it and you.
Oh, yeah. I got both of us on here. Hello, everybody. It is an exciting day coming to you live from my international offices in Birmingham, Alabama. Actually, it's Vestavia Hills, Alabama. Alicia, how are you this morning?
I'm great, thanks. How are you, Fred?
Hey, I'm on top going higher. I got that quote from a guy, Bishop R.C. Blakes. He says, I'm on top going higher. And I like to say, I'm on top going higher, and the devil is a liar. Okay, that's kind of preachy, you know what I mean? So good to have this time to talk with you.
Oh, thanks. It's always a pleasure to chat with you.
So, Alicia, let's just set the stage from the very beginning. How did we meet? When did we meet?
Well, we're in the $1 Million Miracle Club together.
Yeah.
And you came in and you were the worthologist. And I was thinking, I need some worth in my life. I'm going to hang out with the worthologist.
Oh.
And there you were, and you had a very fine hat,
Yeah, I
and
remember that.
you took up a lot of good space, and I wanted to be in your space. So we
Oh my,
chatted.
oh my Lord. Yeah, you were in the room, and I'm sitting at the front of the class, and then Ray would call on someone, and this lady in the back, she would just always have these little cute little responses, and she would be like so quick on her feet, and I'm like, I need to get to know her. I need to get to know her. And I'm like, okay, we'll see how this is gonna pan out. We're in Spokane, Washington, right?
Yes. Yeah, I'm the
Yeah.
kid who sits in the back of the class and makes all the snide remarks.
Oh, yeah. Well, but they'd be right on point, though. They'd be right on point.
Yeah.
So you and I connected, and we've been kind of like AP buddies, right? AP.
We are accounting partners. Yes, we are.
We're accountability partners, and we've been getting to know each other. Even your husband helped me with my shirt. You know what I mean? And
Folding it up right. Yeah.
yeah. But I hadn't quite gotten it down pat yet.
Well, you're a regular feature in our house Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning.
Well, Loretta knows you by first name, and she's always, matter of fact, she says, I like what she's suggesting. I think we need to do that.
Oh.
I'm like, okay, Loretta, if we must. But Alicia, this is a great day. This is a big day. We're launching a book today, and this is
Yes.
exciting to me. I'm gonna look at my phone.
Well,
and
Fred, I
see,
couldn't have done it without you.
well. I mean,
Because you are just what I needed to push me along and kick my butt, and you're the perfect accountability partner.
oh, I don't do much pushing. I just show up and try to keep up, but you
But
do the work.
but you make people feel the worth that's inside of them so that it blossoms.
Oh, wow. That's kind. That's kind. Well, it's a lot inside of
I'm
you.
not trying to be kind. I'm not really kind. I'm just telling the truth.
Well, yeah, well, I know you do because you talked about a 10. Well, I won't get into that ad you did. I won't go there. So, Alicia, you've written a book here about this book. Tell me about who this book is for. Tell me about the title of this book. Let's talk about this book you got out.
Okay, it's called Power Up Your Productivity because I'm obsessed with productivity. I always have been. And during this time of COVID, when people are working from home, I thought, I have a lot of experience in working from home. So I should put together a book and get Fred to help me get it out there. So it's Power Up Your Productivity, how to be more productive working from home. And I actually started working from home in 1997. And it's like so many crazy things would happen. My neighbor would call and say, oh, can you just run over and pick up the package that was delivered so it didn't get stolen? And my other neighbor would call and say, oh, I can't come home. Would you mind running over and walking my dog for me? I'm like, like my sister would drop in and have tea and chat because she had time. It's really hard to maintain your productivity when you're working from home, when all different things are happening. So I decided I put out some clear boundaries and learned how to really focus on what I was doing to get it done. And through the process over the years, I've developed a system that's really effective. And I thought, I bet other people could really use those ideas too, about setting boundaries and getting up and getting dressed every day, not showing up with a bed head and your pajamas on, because if you're looking slouchy, you're feeling slouchy, then your work becomes slouchy. So it's really about showing up 100% for what you want to do.
So now this sounds on point because with all that we've experienced, a lot of people are working from home and people are exploring this new space. Talk to me about some of the biggest challenges or setbacks that people face when they're trying to work at home. What are some of the distractions?
Well, Fred, just from this whole COVID time, one of the biggest distractions is called the kitchen. And you're trying to get your work done, but you're always getting that. You come across a little frustrating point, and you walk to the kitchen. You think I'll get a cup of coffee, then you're eating, and all these other things, and it's very distracting. So one of the most important things I really want people to get from my book is about setting boundaries and rules for yourself to follow, so that you can really be productive.
Mhm.
And Cal Newport talks about doing really deep work and having 90-minute times when you just really focus on your work and close it. So letting everyone in your household know that you're working now, that you have regular hours, that this is the time when you can't be disturbed because you're really trying to get your work done. So I think a big part of being productive is also communicating, because when you're in a household situation, they might not be used to you working all the time from home. They're used to you going to the office. So setting boundaries, clear boundaries, is really important.
Alicia, give me in just a moment. I want to talk to everybody that's on my page because we're in the middle of a book launch and I want them to help us move this book out there. As a matter of fact, we want to help them because this book is something that I believe we all can use if you're either working from home or thinking about working from home. So it's available right now today on Amazon for only 99 cents for a limited time only, short period of time. I'm not sure exactly when Alicia is going to raise the price on the book, but I know it's today. So you're going to want to go ahead today and grab a copy. So I need about 10 of you all to just say, I'll do it because I need this book. I'll do it because you're asking me to, Fred. So I want you to click on the link. I want you to click on the link below. I'm going to put a link below that you can go right to Amazon, order it, and you get it right to your phone, only 99 cents. Power Up Your Productivity by Alicia Berberich. Okay, so we're talking about the book now. Who is this book for, Alicia?
Well, it's really for anybody who works from home. It could be if you're um, even a crafter or just trying to get your regular work stuff done from home, because it really helps you to fine tune your focus, really
Mhm.
helps you to focus on what you want to do. So a big part of it is looking at your overall goals and figuring out what's really important for you, and then taking it down on what you need to accomplish every day in order to accomplish your goals and to really achieve the things that you want to achieve, what's important for you.
Okay, so now when someone gets this book, I believe this is an Amazon short read. It's going to be a book that they can read in half hour, even maybe an hour. It's going to be a short read. What benefit? What's going to be one of the big takeaways, or what's some of the takeaways that a person can expect to walk away with?
They're going to have a clear, crisp plan of what that they can implement right away. Because one thing that I have in the book, it's our downloadable forms that to help you figure out, your 90-day plan, how to plan this week, and it really will help you structure your time so that you can get done the things you want to get done. So it's very actionable.
Ah, yeah, okay.
So
90
I
day.
think, but I think right now the book is on pre-launch, so I think they won't actually get the book until
Oh,
next
yeah, yeah.
Thursday.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's on
so it's just
pre-order.
on pre-launch. Yeah, pre-order right now.
Yeah, yep, yep. Pre-order, and it'll be released next Thursday. So we want you to go ahead and get in
Right,
front of get it first now, and so
right.
that it can so you get started with your own copy as soon as it comes
Yeah.
out. So how long
Another
did it?
thing that's super important for to maintain your productivity is, and one thing that people really forget about, is the maintenance aspect. Sometimes you get really excited and you get your systems all set up and you have a plan, and the plan lasts for about 3 days. Then all hell breaks loose and different things happen and you sort of lose your focus. But one of the downloadable worksheets I have in my book is for a month in review plan, so that you can go back over your month and see what worked, what didn't work, what do you want to change, what do you want to bring forward. So looking back and really maintaining over time what's working and what's not working is really helpful for people. And I think a lot of people miss that step.
Mm, mm, awesome. Hello, Tiara. I see Tiara Jones Johnson has joined. She's liked the video. Thank you, Tiara, for liking the video. Power Up Your Productivity by Alicia Berberich is available right now on Amazon for pre-order, and we want you to hurry on over and grab your copy now. Alicia, who do you serve and support? Who do you help?
Well, this book is really geared for people who are working from home. So, but most of the people that I work with are women who have families. One of the things about the whole productivity area that makes me somewhat crazy is because these productivity experts come out and they're young guys between 28 and 32 or maybe 35, and the only person they have to keep going is themselves. They don't have any family, they don't have pets, they don't have anything else going on but just trying to organize themselves, and that seems to be a full-time job for them. But I have 3 teenagers, 2 dogs, a husband, a house. Like, my mother lives with me, she has Alzheimer's. We have a lot going on here, so maintaining your productivity when you already have a full plate and you're trying to do stuff on top of that is a lot more challenging than just taking care of your little old self at home. So that was musical.
That was quick.
So that was that was one reason why I was really like, I get on my little soapbox often because I read about all these productivity experts, and when like, oh sure, you can have a miracle morning when you only have to take care of yourself, but when can you still have a miracle morning when you've got a baby screaming and the dog needs to go out and some other child is throwing up, and you never know what's going to happen. The days are unpredictable, and it's a lot harder to maintain your productivity when you have that going on. And I think women especially have to find these tiny little nooks and crannies of times to fit in the things that they need to do to achieve their dreams. So 15 minutes here, 30 minutes there, but grabbing those little pockets of time that you have really make a big difference in achieving your goals. So really being able to do that. So it's really to help women who are already have a full plate and are still trying to achieve the dreams they have.
You just touched upon something very magical. Now, you talked about all the balls that you have in the air, but yet you found time to write a book on power up your productivity, how to work from home anywhere. Did I get that subtitle
Yeah.
right? How to work from home
How to
anywhere.
improve your productivity from your home office.
How to improve your productivity from your home office. Did you have to fight through, what do we call it? The the syndrome of not feeling that you were qualified to write this book?
Oh, the imposter syndrome.
Yes.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
Well, like I said, I've been working from home since 1997, and I have dealt with all kinds of issues during all those years, and so I have a lot of experience working with this. And then I see, like I said, I see the stuff that comes out from these young people who are trying to say, "Oh yeah, how to be productive." I'm like, well, it's nice that you can handle yourself. So I think, when you get to be my age and you have all this experience, I wasn't feeling so much of the imposter syndrome right now. I mean,
Good.
I will say sometimes I do feel it because I'm not like the most organized person, but to be productive, you don't necessarily have to have everything organized and it's not about having all your stuff in little cubicles and organized and labeled with the label machine. You can make everything look good and be functional and still not be productive because you're too worried about how it looks and getting it organized. I'm talking about getting things done and being able to focus in the midst of chaos. That's really like what productivity is about for me, So
Wow. Wow. I think you do a phenomenal job based on what I know and since I've been working with you. So now, how long did it take you to write this book? A lot of times people think it takes forever to write a book. How long did it take?
yeah. Well, of course, I've been reading about productivity for a long time and giving workshops and things like that. But when I actually had to sit down and write the book, I mean, I had start to finish in less than 2 weeks, really.
Yeah,
So
yeah. But wait a minute. You're a
I am a little
blogger.
verbose.
No. You're doing fine. We're doing fine. But you're a blogger. You're an entrepreneur. You're a writer, a copywriter. You had all this content already in you. Am I
Yeah,
right? So
yeah,
all of this was
exactly.
a matter of just organizing what you already had.
Right. And
Okay.
I can tell you that I went through this process that was so effective, and I learned it from Ben Hardy. And I had just seen he did a workshop, and I watched it, and he said, well, what you do is you come up with your title that you want to work with, and then you make all the headings for the chapter, and
Uh-huh.
then you just fill in each little part of the chapter. So then it was so easy because I didn't have to sit down and write a whole book. I just had to, it was like writing, 7 little blogs that I stuck together. So
Uh-huh.
it
Uh,
was a really easy process. Once you know what your overall point is, you know what each chapter is going to be about, then you can just fill it in as you go along.
plug and play almost, right?
Exactly, exactly. So it's
Yeah.
a good process for getting it done.
So how does it feel to be launching your book and getting your message out? And this is the first book that you published?
Yes, yes, it is.
How does it feel?
And it's my first really long form copy. So my blogs are usually about 1200, 800 to 1200 words, and I do write a blog every week. But this one, it's about 5600 words. So I'm super excited about it. I really wanted to do something. Like I said in the beginning in my blog, in the beginning when we went into quarantine, use this time to really do something, to achieve something, since you can't go out. What are you going to do during this time? So I was like, well, since I said that, I have to do something myself. So like now everyone on my blog this morning heard about me, like, okay, I've done it. I've written my book and it's out there. So please support me and buy my book. So I achieved a big dream for using my time well during this quarantine.
Oh, wow. That's good. That's
It's
good.
my COVID baby.
Your COVID baby. Got
Yeah.
it. That'll work.
Yeah.
That'll work. Well, Alicia, I want to thank you. Any closing comments, anything I didn't ask you that you'd like to share or express?
Well, one thing I really want to tell your listeners is that you think it's a big and overwhelming project, whatever you're undertaking, but when you break it down into tiny little steps, then anything is manageable. You know, I mean, to write a book in the midst of having to deal with my mom and my kids and everything that's going on. But when you break it down into tiny steps, it becomes doable. So any project you have, you can do. It's like how you eat an elephant, one bite at a time. You just do what you can do each day, fitting it in the times that you have.
Wow. Awesome. 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 Alicia, where can people find you? We know, where can they find you and where can they find your book?
Well, I have a website. It's creatively named aliciaberberich.com. And my book is on Amazon under Power Up Your Productivity. So I have a link for my website if you want to do that. So
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time. It's just a real pleasure to have you here together. And it's just a pleasure getting to know you, my friend.
uh, the mutual respect club, because I love getting to know you and working with you and in all your awesomeness.
Oh, well, come on, come on. We got work to
The
do.
Mutual Admiration Society.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's definitely mutual. It's definitely mutual. Give my regards to your husband. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Your daughter, she did a phenomenal. Hey, let's talk about it. Who did your cover?
Yes, my daughter did my cover. I'm super excited. And she did cute little illustrations for the inside. So that's really good. So that was fun to work on a project with her.
What's her name? She's on the cover. Give me her name.
Audrey Bjorklund. Yeah,
Audrey.
yeah, she
Audrey.
does the illustrations and cover.
Yeah, yeah. Lovely. I really like it. It's the red and the white and then
Yeah.
the black there. It's
Powerful. It's powerful. Yeah,
powerful. Power up your productivity. All right.
exactly.
Thank you, Alicia. Hey, folks, I want to encourage you all to grab a copy right now. Don't say you're gonna do it, just do it. Okay, I'm gonna put the link in the under here, and wherever you see, just click. Go to Amazon. It's only 99 cents. Power up your productivity. And if you ever thought about writing a book and you thought it's hard and you thought it's going to take forever, just take a look at this one and look at what Alicia's done. A phenomenal job based off of what was already in her. And just like she's done it, you can do it as well. Okay. Thank you again, Alicia. And
All things are possible.
absolutely. We're going to see you at the top and we're going to see you become our next #1. Okay. Have a good day now.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Stop recording. And I'm going to say I don't want to end all meetings, but I stopped the
It still
recording.
says live Facebook here.
Yeah, we probably live on Facebook, so we might better stop. I said,
Okay.